The YouTube Gaming Video Guide is available now. Use this fantastic learning resource to learn everything you need to know about making YouTube videos, including how to capture your footage, 3D modeling, visual effects composition, video editing, commentary and audio recording, and more. There is a discount coupon in the description of this video, so grab your copy of the guide right now. How's it going, guys? It's the final render here, and I know what you're going to say at the very start of this video. Final render, you equestrian endowed Superman, you would shout across the room. What is wrong with your character? She looks like she's been hit in the face with a frying pan a few times. Well people, welcome to Fallout 4 Building with Mods on the Sony PlayStation 4. I've decided to go ahead and do an episode of Building with Mods on the PlayStation 4 because it is a very highly requested thing I do on the channel, and I've owned a PlayStation 4 since about January, so why not? Well, the reason why not is because the Building with Mods series is all about mods, and the Sony PlayStation 4 has had its modding ability neutered by Sony and Bethesda by not allowing external assets. So, people have turned to me and said, "Final render, you handsome stallion, please show us how to make some decent stuff on PlayStation 4. Well, I agree with you, I need to show you this, and also it's actually kind of fun as well, because Building with Mods has always kind of gotten into the same kind of routine of using the same kind of mods, so trying it on the PlayStation 4 once every now and then might actually be a fun challenge. And of course it gives me an opportunity to play the game again, so since I am playing through the game again, this time doing an institute run, I need a home which has everything I need in order to beat the game. So let's go. Starting with Scrap That Settlement, we are able to make this Red Rocket station look superb indeed. You really need a mod like this if you want to make Red Rocket look clean and tidy, which I always do, because unfortunately the place is just covered in rubble. And of course, no build limit. Everyone says, final render, you would never survive doing a building mod on Fallout 4 on the PlayStation 4 because of the building limit. Well people, I found that mod within about 5 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie, I found it very quickly. I don't know what people are complaining about. But here is the place, fully gutted and ready for building. I managed to get rid of a lot of the rubbish that was inside, as well as a lot of the furniture that was already in place, so I can go ahead and put my own furniture in there to make the place look exactly how I want it to look, and also to have all the functionality I needed to have. Now, using a lot of the stuff from the Contraptions DLC, I do have several DLCs in this. I've got the Wasteland Workshop DLC, the first one, and I've got the Contraptions DLC, but no others. I am able to go ahead and make lots of weapon racks in here, and seeing as this is a workshop, I definitely need to have a lot of stuff in here devoted to the power armor and also weapons manufacturing, and that's primarily how I play the game. I like to roll around with power armor with highly modified weapons, so I definitely need a place to go ahead and upgrade those primarily. And also, Red Rocket is a garage, it's a garage, so I definitely need to have all the stuff needed to fix things up. I'm also going to try to make it look good as well by having nice patterns with all the weapon racks, and also I'm going to try to hide a lot of the wires using the conduits rather than the regular cables. Never actually used those before, people. I have no idea why. They're actually really useful to make wires and stuff really tidy. Maybe I never really needed to because I had such high radiuses on the PC versions of using power. But anyways, put up some lovely posters and put up lots of lights illuminating the weapon racks and the power armor. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and of course we need to have some neon signs out the front just to kind of give it a little bit of colour, because I actually have mods to make the actual Red Rocket look really bright and vibrant on the PC, but I don't have them here, so let's go ahead and fix that by having lots of the neon lights to make it look bright and powerful. And here we go. Looks really, really nice. Need to put some more weapons and stuff on the weapon racks, but the workshop looks absolutely gorgeous. And now I need a place to store all of the damn holotapes and all the stupid notes you find lying around on the ground and stuff like that, which relate to quests and stuff, in a place so they're not cluttering up my inventory. So I built a very tiny little office here, very tiny. I had a little computer in there so I could do some of the programming I'll need for later, and it all connects to the power on the outside of the building. All the power is generated from the outside. You will never see a generator inside, which is fantastic, along with some storage for the bobbleheads, the magazines and stuff like that. So this place can actually look quite nice with all the paintings on the wall, but also it's primarily just a storage place. And I like to have everything neat and tidy with the storage. I don't want to just throw everything into one workshop bench. I like to have everything neat in separate rooms. And now for the hallway, I realized I really needed a place to, cook food and also live. So why don't I go ahead and turn the hallway into my kind of main living accommodation along with the kitchen, which I think is a really nice idea. But I also needed a little bit of functionality in here as well, so I put up a little store right in front of the main window so that I can sell things to people from inside my home, which I think is definitely a good way to work from home, what can I say? And here we are making the little kitchen and living area on the inside. It's kind of nice actually, because we've got the main hallway in the middle, so you can get to all the parts of the the actual settlement pretty easily. And also I've got the bedding area towards the back, which is definitely the way I want. I want to have the bed and cooking area separate from the main front, from the shop front, so I can have a little bit of privacy at night. And it looks pretty darn good, you know, I've got just enough space, and it feels very nice and cozy, you know, everything is confined and tight, but it actually feels really, really good. No pun intended. Okay, so now, I need actually something to sell in that shop downstairs, don't I? And obviously, I also need a way to actually beat the game, so how about I use some of the scaffolding, which came from the Contraptions DLC, I believe, and I need to go ahead and make an ammo workshop on the roof. I don't want to have it on the floor. Raiders can get to it, it can get destroyed. I ain't risking it, so I'm going to put it on the roof by having all this scaffolding. And you can only get onto the scaffolding from the inside of the settlement. You can't actually get up there from the outside, you have to go inside. And of course I'm going to go ahead and build some kind of structure on the roof because it's Red Rocket. You need to do that, don't you? And I'm actually decided to go ahead with the warehouse option, which again I think was part of Contraptions, I want to say, that one. Definitely my favourite Wasteland Workshop kind of DLC. And now we have got the ammunition plant itself. Just kind of put it in this little workshop area. It doesn't need to be fancy, just the machine itself, along with a place to store all the ammo once it comes out. And since I'm able to connect it to the same power systems as downstairs, I control the machine from downstairs. So I can wake up, tell my machine to start making 45 ACP rounds, and then I can head upstairs when they're done. I don't even need to leave my house in order to get this thing starting to produce ammunition, which is fantastic. Go ahead and move the generator upstairs so it is safe from raiders, and of course have some lights and stuff to make the place look good. But I'm sure you're going to say, final render, those are all vanilla assets, this isn't building with mods, how dare you lie to us, fake advertising. But now we have got some mods. Using the unlocked settlement objects integrated mode, we have got some fantastic stuff. Guys, this actually completely took me by surprise because I thought there aren't going to be any building things on PlayStation 4. It's going to be really difficult. But no, there are building things. They're just not new assets, so it's stuff that you've already seen in the base game. And also they use textures from stuff which aren't actually meant to be on that kind of thing. So for example, like the Nuka World logo is on a bed. That isn't an external asset because it's already in the game. It's probably used for a signpost or something somewhere, but they turned it into a bed. Very clever. And of course I also need all of the stuff which I couldn't actually fit in normally. So I've got a little barbershop area, and also I've got a chem station, which is actually a sink that has been converted into a chem station. Very good idea, because I wanted a chem station but I just did not have the space to put one of the vanilla ones. So they actually managed to make one which was a sink, and I was able to fit that into my workshop fantastically. So mods win again right there, what can I say? And of course we've also got lots of plant pots. Guys, I don't care how heterosexual male you claim to be, plant pots make your home look good, they really, really do. And having lots of these plant pots decorated around the inside really does kind of give a little bit of class. And we've also got some wrecked cars on the outside and some wrecked motorcycles. That's just to kind of make it look a bit more like a garage. Now, some of the cars were there originally, but I did scrap them, so I actually put them back. And now, we're going to have some big, pretty trees there. Now, guys, I know what you're going to say, trees in Fallout 4, they should all be dead. Guys, it's 200 years after the bombs dropped, for God's sake, trees would have come back. And of course, just don't have too many, it looks okay. And now, OCDecorator is back. Definitely my favourite mod from the PC is here on PS4 as well, which is brilliant. Unfortunately, I couldn't really use it too much because I need to get some kind of God mode, holotape cheat mod or something, so I can actually use it with infinite resources. But here we go. This is the place kind of fully done using just two kind of main actual object mods and a load of functionality mods. Guys, I'm actually really impressed with the way this turned out, you know. It feels really nice to actually not have unlimited potential. You know, when you take into account that I often use the creation kit and I have maybe like 170 building mods on my PC version, going back to this kind of bare bones version of building was actually really, really fun. And it looks great. I'm actually really impressed by how good it looks. It feels really cozy and homely. Maybe it's because it's quite small scale and it's just a home for me. You know, it's not like a huge overhaul or something like the last episode where we completely renovated that bar, for example. I really like it, people. And to tell you the truth, everyone says building with mods on PlayStation 4 is impossible. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to disagree. I think it works really, really well, and you can still have plenty of fun, and the possibilities are still pretty limitless. You know, there's even a Place Everywhere mod, which I didn't use for God's sake, so you can definitely get some fantastic building mods. I don't see what the big deal was. I think everyone really, really can make fantastic stuff, and I think this video definitely does prove it. So guys, thank you very much for watching this very special edition of Fallout 4 Building with Mods on the Sony PlayStation 4. If you're new, remember to like and subscribe. Check out all the cool Patreon people in the description. Remember to buy one of my new e-learning courses. I am getting ads removed on some of my videos, so it would be very helpful if you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. The YouTube Gaming Video Guide is available now. Use this fantastic learning resource to learn everything you need to know about making YouTube videos, including how to capture your footage, 3D modeling, visual effects composition, video editing, commentary and audio recording, and more. There is a discount coupon in the description of this video, so grab your copy of the guide right now.